behind the scenes, there are still people who are really in need. Along the ways in my life, I actually met many people of difficult experience, and I wanted to find out more about them. A lot of people in Singapore have a difficult background. Yes, yeah. So I decided to volunteer. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Yani. I'm 33 years old and work as a part-time cleaner. I really feel like, how to say, appreciate with all their help, especially like, how to say, for my volunteer that especially with me all the time, Su, Kahong, now I'm a bit emotional.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Be yourself, okay?
Yeah, for my kids, family, yeah.
So why are you feeling this way?
Because, how to say, they helping me much from 2 years apart. 2 years back, they helping me much with my kids, my family, every 2 weeks with groceries. Then with my pay, like how many, like I can spend all that.
I think as a volunteer like myself, we are helping the society in two ways. One way is directly helping people like Madam Yani's family to help the kids and to help them financially by bringing groceries. And also I think we are giving an example and an inspiration to the other youths to come and join as volunteers.
It's not easy to find a volunteer like steps to help the needy like me. It's very difficult. For me, like it's very difficult to find a volunteer like that.
Volunteering, yeah, volunteering is really out of self, out of whether one person is willing to take his time off for society. In a busy society like Singapore, sometimes people that I spoke to, they want to volunteer. However, they do not know how.
Okay, volunteers in Singapore, I think there's a lot of people who really like to volunteer. We have a lot of people coming us and joining us to volunteer, but one of the problem we have is they're not able to commit too much, mostly because of their studies and work. So I think in Singapore, basically, there's a lot of people who really like to volunteer though. I should mention that. Yeah.
We need volunteers for various roles, including like a warehouse assistant, because whenever we receive food donation, we have to sort out the food, check the condition of the cans, the packaged food, expiry date, and then we have to record down into inventory list before we send it out to our members' beneficiaries. And we also need volunteers to help to pack the food items into boxes for delivery. And then we need like delivery assistants to deliver the items to our beneficiaries.
We also have the responsibility to make it a time that's meaningfully spent for them, and also time well spent in the sense that the beneficiaries also receive much from these volunteers who turn up for the events.
Different types of volunteers, some of them are just here to clear like CIP hours. There are some that are really passionate about food wastage, like they know exactly what we are trying to strive for and what we're trying to change. So these are the volunteers that tend to be more regular one, like they are always asking us about updates, what's our latest events and all, they want to be involved in it. So we really hope to have more of such volunteers.
It's not very hard to find for each individual event, but to find committed and regular volunteers, it's slightly harder because of everyone's different schedules and commitment level.
Yes and no, because at the moment we have about 400 over volunteers in our database, but I think the greatest challenge is how to retain these volunteers, because most of them are not regular volunteers. Out of the 400, it's only like a handful of them who are coming back to us every week. So we really hope that we can find some ways to retain these volunteers.
Because when they say yes, I'm like, ooh, good. Yeah, because it means, you know, another pair of helping hands, another person, another human being to make connection with our beneficiaries. Yeah, I think I'm more than happy whenever a volunteer just say yes to us.
Volunteer because it's really a enjoyable experience. It's really happy thing, and out of my own free time, I just thought that I want to do something meaningful back to the society.
Basically, I have a lot of free time as a pilot during my days when I'm off, and I find that volunteering is the best way to make use of that time.
It actually started out as a random invite from my senior, and I feel like this volunteering group, they actually do more personal things, like actually talking to the elderly, and yeah, I like how they add a personal touch to their volunteerism, which is it's much more like I gain a lot more from this kind of activities. Yeah.
And the next thing on my mind will be, what can I do to make this time well spent for them, to make it meaningful as much as possible. I mean, from the volunteers' point of view, they have the response when they sign up for something. They committed. Once they committed to an event, they know they have the responsibility to volunteer their time and effort.
You have time, you're young, you're energetic, you have space in your heart, then you should be a volunteer.
As a Singaporean myself, I'm shocked, to know that there's actually a lot of families in need. So please come forward, be a volunteer today.
Okay, let me quote what somebody once said. Volunteers, they don't necessarily have the time, but they just have the heart. So you might not have the time, you might think you don't have the time, but if you really want to do volunteering work, just join, just see how it goes, and you can always make time. It's not about not having time. So I would like to invite people, like youth especially, to join us and help volunteering and make Singapore a better place.